This may be obvious, but don't use any slang, jargon, and idioms. Even native English speakers, depending on what part of the world they're from, may not be familiar with the exact meaning that you're trying to convey. Of course, if your recipient is not a native speaker, then this rule is really important. Another obvious problem that is not always so obvious is word redundancy. These are words that are unnecessary, that can be left out. Avoid saying things like new innovation, true facts, and added bonus, when simply saying innovation, facts, and bonus would do just fine. Same goes for some initialisms, such as an ATM machine or an acronym like a PIN number. The M in ATM stands for machine, and the N in PIN stands for number. For a full list, download the PDF. Repeating the same words or phrases can sound boring to your recipient, and it makes you sound less, well, let's just say educated. Whether your recipients are native speakers or they speak English as a second language, they may find it tiring to see the same word repeated several times in a row or repeated over and over again. If I were that recipient, I would be slightly annoyed. Repetition is even worse when the repeated words have different meanings. For example, over the past year, we sold over 100,000 units. The first over means during, and the second means more than. We need to replace one or both of them. During the past year, we sold more than 100,000 units. And finally, here are some examples of words with general meaning that should be avoided in order to follow our rule about being specific. The word really doesn't usually emphasize enough, so you're better off looking for a stronger word. If you say a really good idea, that idea doesn't sound nearly as good as an excellent idea. If you're talking about quantities, you should try to be specific. Saying a lot doesn't really say how much. The biggest problem is that it's subjective. To one person, it may be a large amount, and to another, it may sound like some. Stuff and things don't say much. Replace them with the actual nouns that you're talking about. For example, all this stuff on my desk I have to deal with is all the paperwork I need to attend to. All the things that are a problem can be all the issues we need to work on. Sort of and kind of also don't say enough about what is. There's usually a better and more specific word you can use. Was, is, were can be replaced with some more active verbs. We were at the meeting can be we attended the meeting. So, the vocabulary rules are: don't use slang, jargon, and idioms, avoid redundancy, avoid repetition, avoid weak words.